Something about this state. My goodness, Nevada is an incredible place to be. That's what Spirit of Nevada is all about. The show now on television and doing great things, including giving a scholarship to the kids. Gotta love that.
Absolutely. Samantha Chian joins us now from her home. She's the writer and host of A Spirit of Nevada. Great to have you. We haven't seen you in a long
Great to
time. How
be
have you
here.
been?
It's been a whole year. I've been doing wonderful. It's crazy because when the pandemic happened, about, I don't know, a few weeks later, the producer of the show said, "All right, we're moving you to television because we're noticing that your episodes are getting longer and longer." And so I've been doing good, just extremely busy, having to adapt to all these changes and getting creative on how to film during a pandemic.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's quite the complication. So let's talk about how the show's been over the past year. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of people have been getting out on the road more and more and discovering what the state has
Oh,
to offer over the
Samantha
past year.
Chian on my epic
You know
journey
what?
through
Yes,
Nevada.
because being in quarantine, I know a lot of
This
families
is
have
where history
been spending
happens.
time with their kids, and the weekends look a little different than they used to. More people are getting out, ironically, and I think it's because we don't always want to be cooped up in our houses.
Oh yeah.
And for us, this last year, we actually were on the road. We've been doing so much lately, just getting creative on
The
how to keep
iconic
going with new
Blue
ideas and
Ridge,
giving
the
people
once
ways to
aesthetically
get out and create
revitalized
memories with their families right
reservation.
now.
Well, absolutely. In so many ways, the pandemic's been an amazing time to do that. You, Sean, and I were all swapping stories before the interview about, places we've been and experiences we've had because there was so much to explore out there. And it's easy just to kind of stay in your own little neighborhood and forget that it's all out there. But tell us about this scholarship contest that you have going.
Okay, so every year we have a scholarship contest that awards for high school students, and it goes until April 16th. So from now until April 16th, high school students can submit online. The categories are art, video, short story, poem, or music.
Mhm.
And it's just a way to step into your creative side and not only just win money, but the school also receives money as well for whatever
Ooh.
category that student wins in. And so it's really neat to see these students find their memories of Nevada and take all of it and put it into some sort of piece, whether it is art or video or music, short story. It's neat to see them thinking outside the box
Yeah.
and kind of just sharing their memories with us.
Which is awesome. And I'm glad that you're putting the spotlight on the creative kids. Sometimes creative doesn't necessarily reflect on paper, and this is a great way to be able to give back to them. When's the deadline again, and how do we sign up for the scholarship?
So students are more than welcome to drop if it's an artwork, they could, an art piece, they can drop it off at the Richard Harris Law Firm, which is downtown 801 South 4th Street.
Mhm.
But you can submit online as well and take pictures. You go to spiritofnevada.org and you have until April 16th to submit. And then on the 20th, we'll announce the winners.
Awesome.
It's really neat to see that Richard Harris is sponsoring this. I mean, this is fantastic, and this is going to appeal to, like Sean, you said, a whole crop of creative young Nevadans that we have here in town. And Samantha, you're a creative person. What kind of projects have you seen that might be part of the submission process that excite you?
You know what? It's up to interpretation for them, but for me, I was always creative growing up, and that's what I love most because it gets me going. It's kind of like my adrenaline rush. Each video is a way to explore the idea of okay, I'm here now. What do I do, and how do I relay that in a video? So for me, it's the experiences, and so the students are more than welcome to share like a favorite memory, whether it's going to Mount Charleston, with their family or hiking up in Red Rock. There's no limit to it. The
Yeah.
theme is past and present. And for me, while it's so important to live in the now, it's also really nice to see where you've come, right? And a lot
Mhm.
of the times when I meet these students, especially at the end of their submission process and the winners, their parents come and they're just so proud of them. So for me, it's truly about finding whatever makes you happy and figuring out a way to put that on paper or video.
if you haven't seen Spirit of Nevada, it's something you certainly should watch, and it's a lot of fun. And you get to see your creativity come to life while you explore this cool state. You got one of the coolest jobs around. It's great having you, Samantha. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you for having me. I always love seeing you too.
All right, great to see you as well. And hey, listen, if you want to get your kid registered for this scholarship, very simple. Go to spiritofnevada.org. The phone number there for the Richard Harris Law Firm is on your screen as well. 444-4444. That is pretty much the greatest phone number you can get.
Wow, that's amazing.
Richard Harris
The
Law
lucky
Firm.
chord.
No kidding. Richard Harris Law Firm, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.